your boy and Gooner in the house, back with another bang on video where, ladies and gentlemen, well, Celtic have joined Arsenal and Chelsea in the race to sign Middlesbrough teenage hotshot Callum Kavanagh. 16-year-old Irish youth forward has caught the eye of a host of clubs with his goal-scoring exploits for Middlesbrough's under-18s. It looks like Arsenal are very much interested in signing this youngster. Moving on, the Premier League clubs including Arsenal have been warned that there could be just 2 weeks between the end of this season and the start of the next. FIFA have decided to extend the season indefinitely, but clubs are some way off a return to training with the UK in lockdown to slow the spread of the coronavirus. However, the Premier League have warned clubs that there could be just a 2 week gap between this season and the next, as they aim for as little disruption as possible to the traditional schedule moving forward. Next season is due to start on August 8th, but could yet be moved back. Moving on, Gunners target Odsonne Edouard is similar to Alexander Lacazette according to Charlie Nicholas. He says he could certainly play at Arsenal because the way they play, his style would be more than suitable for it. The problem is getting the judgment right over whether he's ready right now, playing every week for Arsenal compared to who is there already. I'm a big fan of Alexander Lacazette, and Edouard has got quite a bit of Lacazette in style within his game. He certainly would not come to England straight away and score 20 to 25 goals in a season unless Arsenal find a renewed belief and they get the whole team right. It's got potential, absolutely, but I'm not convinced that they will go and buy him. Well, Troy Deeney has opened up on his relationship with the Arsenal fans. He's actually really gone out. Well, we all know what happened, the cojones and things and stuff, but him being linked to AFTV a lot, he likes DT, Robbie and Troops, and he certainly speaks positive about Bukayo Saka being a fullback as well. Moving on, Sean Dyche has blasted Health Secretary Matt Hancock's remarks about footballers as a massive generalization. He says, players do their bit. I know for a fact individual players are already doing stuff from their own pocket for different situations, as are a lot of people. If they've done all that and someone comes in and says they're taking more, and they'll say, hang on a minute, you have to be careful. A lot of people are giving a lot at the moment. Whether it's time, energy, effort, money, we are all behind the NHS in hopefully making this go away. It's such a massive generalization for Matt Hancock to throw that in. I watched his comments. I hope he was ill-informed. People must remember footballers pay vast amount of tax. We all do. It's fine, not a problem, but behind that, everyone has their own version of responsibility. FA boss Mark Billingham has laid out the bleak future facing the governing body. He says, we've taken an immediate and significant financial impact due to the postponement of England internationals, Emirates FA Cup matches and Wembley events, and there is currently no clear timescale on when they will return. The total financial impact is currently forecast to be around £100 million, but it could easily exceed £150 million, depending on the duration of the government's necessary medical measures. Along with many other organizations across the country, we are currently reviewing our financial model during this challenging period. We want to take prudent and appropriate steps to help protect and support the FA and our employees during this unpredictable time. Arsenal target Dayot Upamecano has been urged to rethink his summer plans to quit RB Leipzig. Well, according to RB Leipzig sporting director Markus Kroschke, he actually said, this is a far-reaching decision for a player. He should take his time with that. He has to be clear about exactly what is what he is going to do, how he sees his future. Maybe that has changed a bit as a result of the new situation. Arsenal have been dealt a major blow in the pursuit of Manchester United outcast Chris Smalling after Roma chief Paulo Fonseca says it's a pleasure to have him. He says he's fast, nearly unbeatable in one-on-ones. He has a great ability to read the play and anticipate. He was very important for this club. If possible, I would like him to stay. He's a great professional in person. It's a pleasure to have him here with us. Well, according to Alan Nixon, Bournemouth are set to end their spend policy and open the door to selling David Brooks. Well, the owner Maxim Demin has backed the Cherries' success story during the remarkable rise to the Premier League, but is now planning a change of tactics. Winger David Brooks, who's 22 years of age, would have been a wanted man if he had not missed the season with a serious ankle injury. Let's see how things will pan out to be. But moving on, FIFA have unanimously approved a series of guiding principles which will see contracts extended and transfer window dates changed in an attempt to deal with the impact of football's suspension soon. FA Chairman Greg Clark says, We may not be able to finish the season as football is not our priority, human life is, and we will do as the government directs as the pandemic unfolds. We must have a plan to ensure that English football is not decimated should this season be lost and next season blighted. Guillaume Bayag opens up about the transfers, how exactly things will pan out. He says what will happen in the upcoming transfer market is that there won't be a massive transfer fees. It will be an exchange of players. That will be the favorite positions of the clubs. Clubs will go to the friendly clubs that they are close to, in order to find solutions. They will try to exchange of players, exchange players that help them get better. That will give excitement to fans, media, and add competitiveness to the side. About Arsenal, Guillaume Bayag opened up. He says Arteta has found himself a squad that is limited, and Arsenal will struggle unless they get new players. And I'm not sure the value of this squad will allow them to go into the market to partake in swap deals of the quality that Arsenal require. He was asked about whether Jerome Boateng was actually linked to Arsenal. He says Arsenal loosely inquired in the January transfer window, but it never really became concrete. Does that change in summer now? We are about to see that. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon, because when you do that, you get 2 videos about Arsenal every single day. Also, here's the best part. You can actually follow me on my Instagram and definitely on my Twitter. There's something interesting being planned out for Twitter as well. The different type of content. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.